All right, from the OSA family, well, the Don's family, we love
Facts.
you, Ed. We love you, Alyssa. Congratulations. We
Also,
hope y'all
got
make it
happy life.
Congratulations.
infinity
Many
and
years together.
forever. Be happy, love,
All that
all
good
of that.
shit. We love
So
y'all. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode, go. Yeah, yeah, I'm in go mode, go mode.
Woo! Good shit, John. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a all new episode of the OSA Out of Shape All Stars, episode 12, overall episode 62. Now, today is probably by far the most special episode we done ever had in the year and a half that we've been doing this. Now, as you can see, our host Eddie Horchata is not here. And the reason being, Eddie just got married. The boy just got hitched, man. Congratulations to Eddie. Clap it up for Eddie.
Right here.
Congratulations to Eddie and his beautiful wife, Alyssa, man. Now, this episode, we shoot on Tuesday. So he got married as of this Tuesday. When we go live, it'll be Thursday. So, man, make sure when this video drop, y'all send y'all congratulations to Eddie and his new wife, Alyssa, man. So, Eddie, do your thing. Make sure she stay married to you, man. Do what you got to do as a man. Don't shoot a short today. Two rounds, not the normal one. Two
cheeks tonight.
Exactly. Do what you got to do. So, in Eddie's honor, the whole crew is here. We got our drink. We got our whatever. What you got, DQ? DQ don't drink. You know what I'm saying? He got him a.
He got the Arizona, have ice. You have tropical.
He got the Arizona. I got some Bacardi. Drew, what you got?
I got some Ciroc in the cup. Real good.
Ooh, that boy balling. Ed, Kev, what you got?
Mango tequila.
So what?
Mango tequila.
Hold on, before we take the shot, this is a sad day for Kev.
Why is that?
Eddie was Kev man for about 12 years. He used to blow that back out. and Kev a little hurt, so we're gonna take that shot.
You went completely left to what I was thinking. I'm thinking like this is party and crime when it comes to the women. You say he out there doing the boy pussy.
You met Ed the same way I met Ed.
Yeah, that's true. He said this my girlfriend, all that. That's what y'all used to be saying, my boyfriend, when I first met y'all. But scratch all that.
And you say that.
In Ed's honor, congratulations, everybody. Take y'all shot. Let's get to it. All right. Now again. Get DQ. For you, and now again, this episode is brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC and Cloud Cam. As you can see, the Lansky drop. But we got our closer jumped in for us. Don Decap is here, and the rest of the crew is here. So let's get into the open run. My baseball guys, Subway Series.
Come on. Quick thing. Y'all want to start on baseball? Y'all want to start more controversial?
Well, I want to get the bullshit out the way first. I want to get the bullshit and get that out the way first, because nobody cares about baseball. And then we go into, because there's a lot going on right now. It's a lot of controversial shit going on too. So for y'all baseball heads, I just wanted y'all to have the floor real quick to get that out the way, so we don't have to come back to it later, because we will get into the controversial shit and then skip over this baseball shit, and we won't even miss out on it.
Anybody want to bet?
The Yankees this weekend, and the Yankees was able to pull out one game of the three.
So it was 2-1 Mets, right?
Yep.
So somebody lost the bet.
No, it's actually no losing.
It was null.
Better on the sweep.
Everybody was betting on the sweep.
Yeah, betting on the sweep, so it was no loser in the bet. But
what's crazy? If you watch Saturday's highlights, when Judge hits that home run, you see me and Cap in the video. Like,
I seen it.
Pause it and zoom to, like, if you look in the right, you see me and Cap.
I might have to go back.
You see me clear as day. Yeah. I jumped up first, and then you see Johnny jump up. I'm like, oh, we on TV, John.
Oh,
I
well,
see it. So now I got to.
Basically, it's like Superman video. The back.
I have a reason to go watch it now. But Yankees, man, my Yankee fans. Can the Yankees turn around this season? What's going on with them?
They got time
Johnny.
to turn around the season.
Oh no, Kevin,
They got time to turn around the season. Like if they go into like the break and come out of it and play how they're supposed to. But the way it's looking right now, if we was already out of the break, the All-Star break, I would say no. But
and the All-Star break is coming up soon.
They
correct?
can.
Next week.
Yeah, last week in July.
Yo, Kev,
Right,
y'all don't
John?
got no pictures.
It's next week. The All-Star break's next week.
Y'all don't got no pictures. Y'all got one hitter. Y'all really suck.
I think the All-Star break is this weekend. This weekend coming up.
Is it?
Yeah. The golf also is the 14th.
Oh, the 14th is next week.
Oh yeah,
Next week, yeah.
John. What's your take on the Yankees, man? That's your team.
I'm
Be
not
honest,
liking
John.
the Yankees' energy, in my honest opinion. I'm not liking how I've been saying this. Like, you know, Ed was saying to be patient, everything. I was like, I don't like how they're obviously with baseball it's 162 games, so you know you can ease your way into how shit goes. But how they came out the gate, it looked like there just was something missing. I don't know what it is, but the hitting hasn't been that great. The pitching's been very inconsistent. Obviously, injuries play a role, but injuries could only hold you back. There's still a whole bunch of other players on the team. So, but energy on the Yankees, I'm not feeling it. I would hope for a good start after the break to try to make a run.
Right.
But if I have to be a realist, shit not looking good for the Yankees, and it might be a year where we might not make them playoffs. Unfortunately.
Wow.
Did Giancarlo make the All-Star team?
You said who?
Giancarlo.
No.
Damn.
Why would he?
No. Judge made it though.
And he shouldn't have made it.
They paid him all that money. He ain't even make.
Well, I don't think people would honestly.
I don't
Judge
think
is one of the
Judge should have
biggest.
made it.
Judge is one of the bigger faces in baseball, so that's why he like.
Yeah, I know how that goes, but
No Judge though, like Judge isn't like Judge still got time. It's only his third year.
What I'm saying, Judge has a solid average, and he has like 18, 19 home runs. That's probably why he made it. He's actually
You don't think it's the Evan Ingram effect? He in New York?
Because if you compare numbers, his numbers is far superior to Evan Ingram. Like if you used to put that like in a stat pool, you would always what Judge is doing for the Yankees now is way more what Ingram did. For
but I get what Cap is trying to say, because the only difference is Yankees is a bigger and more bigger franchise. So Yankees got to have somebody, and Judge is one of the bigger faces.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is Judge stats is actually, if he wasn't on the Yankees, it would still be good enough to make an All-Star game. It's his stats aren't terrible. Like he has valid stats. You take Yankees off, take his name off, someone will have a shot. If his team was winning, someone will have a shot with those numbers to make the All-Star game. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Gotcha.
With Judge.
Did Pete Alonso make it?
Pete Alonso? I'm not sure. DQ, Pete Alonso made the All-Star game?
No, I know Jacob made it. I'm not sure what about Pete at the moment. Oh, let me double check.
Pete Alonso.
How many home runs Pete Alonso got, John?
Just 14, I think.
Compared to Judge.
I don't know, but
I bet they got the same.
Judge has more home runs, but he has Pete Alonso has 15. He has 15 home runs. He's hitting 255, and he has 45 RBIs. No, because he's basically like the rising star, like the Mets. The Mets.
That's what I was trying to see. I was trying to see if he get the same love that Judge got, because I feel like they got the same stats.
Yeah,
Judge is batting 284 and has 19 home runs.
And the other kid got what?
And he has 43. Pete Alonso got more RBIs, but he has more home runs and he has a better batting average than Pete Alonso.
So let's see, American League.
That's valid.
Aaron Judge.
But anything else pressing going on in baseball? Because I want to get the bullshit.
Oh, and Garrett Cole made starting pitches for the Yankees.
Garrett Cole still made it.
Yeah, and
with all the bullshit.
Wildest Chapman, that bum ass nigga.
Chapman made it?
Yeah.
Oh nah.
As a reliever.
Who made it?
Chapman.
Chapman could say it's the Evan Ingram effect because he
He's
has
a
been
bum.
in baseball versus Evan Ingram. I'm not glad Chapman. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably just having.
Jacob made it as All-Star wise.
He's better than that. Chapman's definitely better than what he's playing right now.
Anything else in baseball?
That Tatis play is crazy. You see that?
The catch?
Oh yeah.
He elevated something crazy.
Tatis, that guy.
Nah, Tatis. So everybody that watched Tatis hit like a hard hit ball. He caught a hard hit ball that was coming towards him, and you can see the max of his vert to the point where he has to adjust a second time in midair just to
he had
the ball in the glove.
Like stretch more while in the air.
Like he elevated with tucking his feet, and he saw the ball, and he started to come down again, and he like pumped his legs in the air and still grabbed it and came down.
That's my favorite baseball player right now.
I'm like,
your cat Peter Lansky did not make the All-Star game this year, but he will be participating in the home run derby.
That's dirt.
I'm first pitching also on the home run derby too.
Ohtani of the Angels is basically dominating baseball right now. Like
is Ohtani gonna be in the home run derby?
Yeah.
That's that guy too.
Ohtani's
that guy too.
What is he? What's Ohtani's
He's a pitcher and he's an outfielder.
No, it's his race.
He's Japanese.
Oh, he is Japanese?
Yeah.
No, nah, he be cooking though.
He's dominating baseball right now. I think he got 30 home runs currently.
And who close to him? Like Vlad Jr. Vlad Jr. ain't close to him?
Oh no, Vlad Jr. is close. Vlad Jr. is killing also.
Vlad Jr. has like 27, I think.
That's gonna be the first though, right? The first like Asian player have the most home runs.
Ohtani possibly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So. Before the end of the season for sure. But I think when he hit his 29th or something like that. No, when he hit his 30th, he tied for like Hideki Matsui, who played with the Yankees. Like, so I think he may need one more to just break that. But
I remember when the Mets both
Hideki's done that in a season.
Good time.
And most Asian players in baseball, they're not really home run hitters or sluggers. They can hit the ball, but they ain't hitting
they're
not base hitters, but they're not sluggers. Like, and this man is pitching and slugging like better than everybody and shit. So that shit is crazy. I want to see him.
Vlad Guerrero is 27. Fernando Tatis Jr. is 27. To round it out pretty much.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else in baseball? I'm gonna touch on briefly the little shit that's going on in football. Josh Gordon has filed for a reinstatement.
Again.
Again. 3 seasons.
If you're hearing, by the time you hear this, ladies and gentlemen, he will have denied, served his time, and applied to come back again.
They're probably gonna let him come back, but after
they don't let him come back, but
right.
For all our followers, he holds no fantasy value until you see him on a team for at least a year.
Oh.
I think one of y'all picked him up in fantasy once he was reinstated. Probably Kev.
Oh, I definitely did.
I had him 1 year. I'm not gonna lie, I had him 1 year, but
I think Kev had Dez Bryant on his fantasy team too.
Yep. Yeah. I had a spot on my team last year that like that player could go, so it didn't matter.
Right. Also,
he better do the AB. He better get his shit together, come back and get a check.
Word. And
but if he goes somewhere he's not getting touches, he's still not gonna have no value.
Also, N'Keal Harry is demanding a trade per his agent.
What?
Goofy shit.
What? Goofy?
Bro,
So,
he's in his second year. He's still under contract.
He should.
That's goofy.
Yeah,
Now they
All
not
right.
gonna start. Now they
All
not
right,
gonna
Kev.
play him, and he's not gonna be traded
All right,
either.
Kev, who the starting wide receivers on the Patriots?
They got Raiders and the Raiders do.
Who? Name them.
Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar.
And
then
that's
they
all
got
I
two, and they got two good tight ends.
Yo,
Fuck that. I got first fucking
they
round.
do have good, but
wanna
you said
play.
receivers. Receivers, if you're talking across the board tight ends too, they got Jonnu and they got
I know who they tight ends
the
is.
Chargers.
I'm talking about if I'm the wide receiver, you pick me early. I want to fucking play. Don't be having me fucking have
No, I
two
get
catches
that,
for
but
the
I'm
year.
saying it's stupid on his part because he's only in his second year.
Okay,
They
so
still
what if they try to throw him away
and
to
could
the
take an
fucking
option?
Browns?
They're not trading him.
no, they might.
They're not going to trade him because
They're saying it's just a
They
value.
either fulfill his request or really never let him touch the ball. He's screwing himself. You just shut the fuck up and play.
I bet if they could get at least a third round pick, they would trade him.
They're not going to. There's not enough tape.
Nigga, he's 21. What you mean tape? We seen him play in college 2 years ago.
They might give him a fifth. They might give up a fifth round pick and a player.
21.
He young as fuck. He was nice in college. He really did not get no burn with the Patriots. I'll take him. I bet the Jets would take him.
Jets would take anybody.
Not a third round pick, bro. I'm telling you. They're gonna be like, yo, he's a problem. Don't matter all his talent. We're gonna try and get dirt for him. And if he do cook, at least we undersold.
Right.
Niggas not giving a third round pick for him.
And also, Trevor Lawrence just signed a rookie contract for $36.8 million rookie deal. Trevor Lawrence just signed his rookie deal.
I thought he was getting a Bitcoin.
A Bitcoin?
What you mean?
Yeah, they were saying Trevor Lawrence was supposed to get a Bitcoin deal. That didn't happen?
You signed for a Bitcoin?
If you could get shit 36.8 million in Bitcoin, I'd take that shit, but I don't think that was a deal.
I mean Bitcoin ain't worth.
Bitcoin, where it's at, you got it. We late. We late. We should have been.
So we could have bought Bitcoin in 2009 when we was at Berkeley when fucking Dope had came out.
We could have brought it and just sat on it. We probably be fucking rich as hell right now, or broke as hell because we spent it. Dumb, but either way we dumb because we didn't do nothing.
We've been rich right now, yo.
But anything else in NFL?
His signing bonus was paid all in Bitcoin.
Oh, his signing bonuses in Bitcoin.
That's lit.
That's kind of dope though.
They said $54,000, which ended up being about
that's true. That's Bitcoin.
$22 million worth of Bitcoin.
Oh, 22. Okay. All right, that's whole shitload of Bitcoin.
Right.
You can use one, all the holes you want.
Right. DQ, I mean, Drew, your attitude changed real quick.
Said it's like 400 something shares.
So yeah, get your bread, Trevor. You just better come out here and play. But that's what I got for football. Also, in other sports news, shit that come on ESPN Ocho this past weekend for the 4th, it was the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut.
Glizzy!
He was on
the Chestnut, the Glizzy guy.
The Glizzy guy.
Young Glizzy!
One for the 14th. One for the 14th time. Glizzy guy. Congratulations to Joey
Chestnut. And his name is
the Glizzy guy.
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, Joey's Chestnut, and his nickname is George.
Yeah, something George.
Joey Glizzy.
And he ate 76 Glizzies in 10 minutes.
Bro, I'll throw that shit up. They be dipping that shit in water.
The buns in water and all that.
Try to do it, bro. You try to do
that.
Bro, eating one of them motherfuckers, I'm throwing up.
But the thing is, like, his secret is pretty much like he was on ESPN a few years ago. He said pretty much while he's eating, he's also regurgitating the ones.
But why are you doing this? Why are you talking?
I don't like to I'm writing something down.
Oh, it looked like you.
Let them.
Nah,
Stop it.
but yeah, like while he's eating when he like when he dips him like in the water or lemonade, he's pretty much doing that to lubricate his throat in the water.
Yeah, let's move on.
But he's throwing up how it does while he's eating them, which is weirdly, really weird.
Them niggas,
Yo.
it's going straight down. Like,
But I shot. We need
Hey,
Kobayashi to come back, take his title.
Shit's down they shit already.
Oh yeah, I remember Kobayashi.
I mean,
Kobayashi disappeared. They said.
So I got something else for you, Dev. Since you're just trying to do the off sports real quick, they really put Sha'Carri Richardson in a situation where
Okay, hold on.
They told her
That's the controversy.
Hold on.
Move basketball and not like that.
No, hold on, because that's a big topic. We gonna get there.
All right, so I got another less topic.
So give me something less because that's a big topic.
I'm repping for my homies. I got a lot of peoples in this country. I got this Italia jersey up. They officially advanced to the finals. They'll be waiting to find out if they're gonna face England or Denmark. And if you could plug the video here, the most disrespectful video, the most disrespectful penalty goal scored to win a game, I feel like happened. Italy player gave a little pump fake on the ball for the goalie, and the goalie, like, just as if Harden crossed somebody and had them sat down, and he like tapped the ball to scoot it into the goal for the win to advance to the finals.
Right.
Disrespectful.
Okay.
But that's something
I
like
already tell you Denmark winning.
Italy.
that's not happening.
Okay, so y'all want to go NBA or controversy? Because it's some controversy in NBA.
first.
I don't open it up.
It's
Hey,
controversy in both.
Let's
It's
go NBA
controversy,
first.
right? So we're gonna go.
Let's talk about Rachel first.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
That's NBA too.
So we gonna kick it. We in NBA then. We gonna kick it to the NBA. The finals is underway as we talk right now. The Phoenix Suns is facing against Milwaukee Bucks for the NBA finals. Now, neither one of these teams have won. I don't think Suns ever won one. It's been like Bucks.
70s.
Yeah.
Since Kareem was there, probably.
Fucking Kareem and Oscar Robertson type shit. Like
1971. Yep.
Yeah. So what's happening right now is neither one of these teams has been here. So we seeing two franchises go up, two teams go up that hasn't been there in a long time. So definitely a different look from what we usually see in the NBA finals. We usually predict who's gonna be there this year. Completely different. Now we got no Giannis.
Actually,
Giannis playing? Oh,
Yeah.
so we do got Giannis. Okay. So
He
Giannis
just
is there.
dunked on DeAndre Ayton too.
Okay, so Giannis is there. Now I don't know if this Giannis yet. We're gonna see because
No, it's not.
Giannis suffered a bad injury. I think Phoenix
In the
only
corner,
team
right?
that's-
He did.
Yeah, Phoenix the only team that's
He broke his
been
vagina.
for the most part healthy throughout the NBA playoffs. So we just gonna get our picks out there. Who y'all got and how y'all got this series going? Cap, NBA Finals, how you got it going?
Suns in 4.
Suns in 4. Drew.
Suns in 7. It's going all the way.
Suns in 7. DQ.
I got my dog, the point guard for the Phoenix Suns, in 4.
And 4. Johnny, how you got the series going?
I want Chris Paul to win, but unfortunately Giannis is playing, so I'm gonna take the Bucks in 7.
Wow.
Fuck
Wow.
Giannis. Nigga, I said it.
Kev.
Bro, I got the. I'm gonna say the Suns in 4 because I already got a bet on that with some people. But
y'all laying that down.
But I say this, I've hyperextended my knee. Giannis is not 100%.
He definitely not.
He's
definitely not.
He's not 100%.
He's only been 1 week.
And I would say he's nowhere near. Like, what you
100%, so
listen,
You know how
Listen,
I'm not sure you understand this.
what you not gonna see with
your
Giannis
knee
is him put his head down and drive for the hoop.
Oh, he already did that.
No, I'm talking about coming down full court and him just like push and
Nigga, he
plant.
just
doing curl is pulling back.
This
You're not gonna see
but he
that
talking
that
about,
often from
he said
him.
consistently, yeah.
Exactly.
He doing it now,
You're
but
not
this
gonna be able to
is
see that.
the whole thing with them not showing him practicing and all that. That's because Giannis was not hurt like that. They
You
just
think so?
didn't want that to be out there.
All they really
Think so?
saw him doing now is just like getting the ball in the paint and just pulling back. You don't
I
really
mean,
see
that was
him
a
getting
if that was
aggressive forward.
if that was the plan, that was a big risk they took going against Atlanta. They pulled it off, but to downplay Giannis' injury was a crazy.
So this whole
I
week,
mean, he was injured. He just wasn't like.
it wasn't as bad as they try to make it seem. To me,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
So, Kev, you got to go away.
He could have came back that game. They just played it safe. He
Yeah,
could
sweet.
all those games.
Kev got a sweep. I got Phoenix in 7.
There we go.
Damn, I'm the only one who picked the Bucks. Holy shit.
Phoenix,
The
Phoenix,
Bucks
Phoenix in 7. Now, get to the bullshit in the NBA. Now, my girl, I actually fuck with. I
love
Rachel.
her.
Like I
love her.
I really fuck with Rachel Nichols.
That's the
but
sexy white woman, man.
She is a
was your co-worker.
so listen, Rachel Nichols is a nice looking white woman. But again,
let me pull my play. Listen, Rachel, if ESPN don't want you, the OSA podcast would love to have you.
I mean, facts. No,
we can't pay you. We can't pay you.
With your stature and your intelligence and your beauty, we would love to have you here. If you want us to say something about a black person, we could fire Drew. You could take his job. We would love to have you. And
I mean, the good thing is she will drive content. We will start to get paid if we get her. And honestly, we ain't even, first year you on, we won't even take nothing. You can take the little money and then we gonna get it on the backside and stuff. We gonna get that. We get eyes on the backside. But
let's stop playing. Let's go back to the story.
Okay, so Rachel Nichols is in trouble right now.
She's not in trouble.
Well, she's in hot water.
She got caught saying some highly shady stuff to a co-worker.
Well, basically, so your friends ain't your friends. People be recording. That's what you are. People be on some bullshit.
So what exactly
did they say? Did they say how the audio actually came out?
Yeah, I mean, of course, how the audio actually came out.
How they say the audio came? No, he said like who it came from. What's the source?
And I don't think reveal who leaked the audio. They just said audio happened to leak of her having a conversation with one of her coworkers, and that's when the statement said. But you heard that? Rachel Nichols was basically like she was on the phone. She said she wished Maria Taylor the best.
Yeah.
Then she was like, but because the company wants to, the company has a bad track record with diversity.
Right.
Want to put her on because they have a bad track
record. And again, I wasn't mad at her because she
don't do it on my time, basically.
Exactly. They always pandering, and I felt it when it's like, yo, don't pander on my experience because y'all know this is my job. This is what I do. This is the biggest time in the NBA. And now, because y'all want to be on the right side of shit, and y'all at the expense of me, take one of these niggas jobs now. Women are marginalized in the sport anyway. So
what Rachel Nichols should have said is basically what Rachel Nichols
should finish, nigga.
No, go ahead, Drew. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't finish what I was saying, but you can go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
I mean, like, I was piggybacking what you say. Rachel Nichols should say, instead of the shady shit she said in the first game, she should say, like, because of what you're saying, like, Rachel Nichols has posed, she said, all right, it could be me and Rachel and Maria Taylor both doing this, both doing this assignment instead of just one female jacking for this one position. I have to pull. She could pull Maria Taylor up and say we both can do.
No, because you're not thinking about what she was having a private conversation with a friend. So she wasn't talking like, yo,
she wasn't
you doing this for the women. She was
company.
tight. Like, yo,
Yeah,
this
she was
nigga
upset.
try to get my job.
Y'all trying to take my job, yeah.
That's all.
No,
it was.
she like, yo, y'all niggas pandering, and y'all taking my job. Y'all doing it at my expense.
And I don't know if y'all seen what's her name?
Maria
The
Taylor?
black girl that used to be on with Skip and Stephen A.
Molly Carum?
Jamil?
No, before Molly.
Carrie Champion?
Carrie Champion. You seen when Carrie Champion was on the Breakfast Club?
No, what you say?
And she said they only picked her because she was like the up and coming black girl that could fill in that spot where she couldn't challenge the two figures that was already there. When she was getting her level up, they
Then
was
it's
like,
time to
"We gotta
move."
get Carrie out of here.
Right. Because
So
your
it
voice
was-
is too loud
It's
now.
too strong. And it was
Right.
the same thing. This girl, Maria Teller, I'm not saying she was a nobody, but she was nowhere near on the level like of a Rachel Nichols or somebody we know their name. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if it fits the scheme of how they do things at ESPN anyway.
Right. Well, all I'm saying is I'm not mad at Rachel. What she said, I wasn't mad at all either because
I understand that. I understand everybody's saying, but the part of the backlash is basically she's saying like
the diversity comment.
No. Is the point is also she's taking a shot at her organization, and it's also a slight in the same way as basically saying Maria Taylor's only getting the job because she's black instead of like crediting her work. That's why it's so much backlash because basically saying only a
I think it's gonna be honestly, it's that, but it ain't because what I took from that is not saying that she doesn't have the experience or not giving her credit. It's ESPN, the mouse trying to pander. Basically, her saying yes, she's getting it because she's black. Because what they trying to do now is pander to everybody, Black Lives Matter and all this and shit. But they doing it at my expense. I don't think she's saying that like, yo, she's not qualified. She don't qualify or don't deserve it. I think it's solely a shot. Solely a shot at ESPN. Like, yo, y'all some pandering assholes that y'all, instead of giving her like a real opportunity without sacrificing me, y'all want to pander, but y'all can't do it. Whereas like I have my resume says I deserve to be here. But y'all goofy ass y'all can only check the boxes like, well, we only got one woman.
I understand that point, but I'm saying that's a big part of the backlash that she's getting.
Of course, because she's a white woman talking about a black woman. Right, and that's what I'm saying. In this time where it's such a sensitive topic, it's gonna always be, in a sense, like the racial aspect of it. And it says, yes, she is touching because it is a racial aspect, but I think it's not against Marie, it's against ESPN trying to pander and pandering at her expense. And that's what she's upset about.
Because to me, it'd be the same thing as say like Mark Jackson. A audio came out of Mark Jackson saying, yo, Becky Hammond getting all these interviews and I'm not getting no interview because they pandering to trying to get women as coaches in the league, which he wouldn't be wrong saying it, but at the same time with how everybody's feeling, it's gonna cause controversy.
Right.
I completely understand that point. I was just saying that that's like the main heart of the backlash is because they trying to say Rachel was slighting Maria Taylor.
Right, and again, that's why I'm saying I don't from her though. I don't see that.
No, I'm not saying that's what she is.
I think because the times we're in, you have to be very conscious of what you say because we are in a very hypersexual, racial time where it's like
conversation
where you can't say shit. Can't say shit about the LGBTQ community. You can't say shit about women, unfortunately. And then again, you can't say shit about black and brown people and Asian people. Like, God forbid if she was like
you can't say nothing about nothing because you're gonna offend somebody.
Right, and again, we're in a hypersensitive time. So I'm just saying that she was right in what she was saying, because I look at it solely as fuck you, ESPN, for trying to pander. That's it. I don't look at it as her trying to slight Marie Taylor at all. I think it's solely like, yo, y'all know what times we in, so y'all do me dirty to pander, not even really giving this woman a fair shot, as well as giving me what I deserve at the same time, because there is a way for them to do both. But ESPN and these companies like, well, we're checking our diversity box. We have a woman and we got a black woman, so we check both with. But to have a black woman and a white woman, that's a little too much.
It can never be two women at a time. They always want to check off. We only want to have like one woman at a time.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That
don't Joy Taylor got a show with a woman?
I mean, that's a podcast.
Yeah,
that's
Joy.
A podcast no, Joy Taylor's a Fox Sports 1. That's podcast.
Yeah, she's with Bill Cowherd.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but I thought she had a show with a woman too. Maybe I'm tripping.
Again, on ESPN, ESPN only besides pardon the interruption and fucking what's the other shit where everybody be up there and they get like buzzed and shit, and they get muted and shit.
Around the horn.
Yeah, around the horn. That's the only time you really see like more than one woman sportscaster at once. Maybe like ESPN, even SportsCenter, you never see rarely see two women sportscasters holding it down.
Yeah, definitely.
So ESPN, they have these boxes, and again with Marie, she checked both boxes. Okay, we got woman and we got black. So boom, okay, boom. Sorry, Rachel, we move you to the side because we trying to pander to these people.
But we keep saying pander about at the same time. I think that's strategic. It is. I'm not saying that ESPN
pandering is strategic.
Yeah, but you making it seem like it's a bad thing, but at the same time, it's not. ESPN trying to get as many markets or as many eyes as possible.
Only reason why I say pandering, and
because time, of right now,
we time and what the time is, and we'll see if it continues on.
Yeah.
From this, because of the times, you see everybody trying to be the first and jump out to be like, hey, look what we got.
Let's see if next year.
Right. So exactly. So next year, let's see. Right. And Marie there. If not Marie, let's see if they take one of these guys off and put a former WNBA player up there and have them take a fucking Jalen Rose spot or some shit
Yeah, because I feel like, for example, not saying nobody in here, but I feel like there's certain men now to be like, I'm not watching two women talk about sports. It don't feel right. But
right.
And I feel like neither side is wrong for that. It'd be like if I was running ESPN, I'd be like, shit, we is gonna lose a couple viewers.
Right.
If we put two women up there.
Unless something happen next year where there's a fucking sex war, then the ESPN gonna have a whole women fucking cast up there and shit. So that's what I'm saying. It's because of time, and it seemed to be all just reactive. It's once something happened, then it's okay, boom, let's do it. It's not like a slowly progression where we the last couple of years we've been seeing NBA finals, they had two women as casters and shit. Okay, look at the NBA being progressive. No, it's the times we in since fucking 2019 to up until today, there's been a lot of shit going on, racial, sexual wars, and ESPN and the Mouse and all these companies just trying to be on the right side. It's never they wait till shit happen and then put shit in our face and shit. And it seems to be
even
pandering because of that.
And Kerry Champion's show went on Vice. I feel they don't put. You don't see anything about that show a lot.
I mean,
they don't push.
The thing about Vice doesn't really do promotion.
No, when Jesus and Mero on Vice, this niggas preaches everywhere. These are on Showtime, but their shows is derivative of what's going on now. They talk about everything. They talk about sports, but I feel as two black women, they're not pushing them enough to be showing them marketing enough.
I mean, Vice doesn't. I didn't even know that, and Vice is not as big as the Mouse. So
it's not. Vice ain't on. Jesus and Mero, the reason it got pushed because it was on YouTube. everybody got the everybody
I
got
think
the
I-
No, but by them on Vice, whatever, they still like you should still seen them around.
You said what?
I'm saying this Marie Taylor on the halftime show right now.
I ain't even seen.
Yeah, Marie Taylor is on the halftime
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
He was, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all. But again, I'm just saying I ain't mad at you, Rachel, because to me I understand what you were saying, and you were the sacrificial lamb, where it could have been Marie Taylor and somebody else and her up there doing his job, and it wouldn't change the dynamic of the sports casting.
Who Jalen was Barber, yo, nigga.
So like that's why I said like if Jalen Rose was replaced.
That they never get rid of Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is NBA countdown. Jalen Rose is NBA countdown.
No, I get that, but if again, in regards to Rachel, she's even more experienced as a media personality in sports than Jalen Rose is. Jalen Rose is a former athlete, but she's done her job. She's worked her way up. She deserved to be highlighted in these spots, and she's been doing it. So it's like, don't remove me from my job so you can pander. That's how I took it, and that's to me. That's what she was saying. Don't replace me so you can fucking pander. Do right. Give her a true opportunity, but don't do it at my expense.
I mean, honestly, it was a true opportunity, but both things can be true. It was a true opportunity on the platform, and it was at her expense. Both.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Definitely. That's definitely a fact. All right, we're gonna move on from that. What else controversial going on?
I'm ready.
The Olympics. So the Olympics. So they racist. I'm just put that out there. Racism all around. Racism all around. Racism all around. Racism all around. Black folks should have been fucking banned the Tokyo Olympics from the jump when they said no Black Lives Matters or demonstrations in Tokyo. When they first came out and said that shit, every Black athlete should have cut that shit because from that moment, shit just hit the fan.
It's like
and it continues to be more and more bullshit with the Tokyo Olympics. Kev, you can go and speak your piece.
So I'm probably the biggest advocate on the pod for the Olympics because I just grew up watching it, and
if it ain't the NBA, I don't care.
For the most part, for me, like I feel like I'm the most quote unquote patriotic on this time.
You gotta watch the track events.
Unless I know the person, I don't watch it. I don't.
And I have a cousin that like used to run track, like. So at the end
care
of the
about
day,
your cousin did an 8th grade, nigga.
No, my cousin used to get it in, bro. She used to be ranked. Anyway, starting with Sha'Carri. Yo, she fucked up. I get it. According to the standards. I get that. So then it becomes public that they give her a 30-day suspension, which allows her to be able to come back in time for everything. So now they don't roster her at all for the relay or the 100.
Actually,
the primary things that she would have been in. Now they trying to say
who didn't roster her?
The USA track and field team did not roster her.
Okay, there's a point to that, but go ahead, keep going.
And the point to that is they want to level the playing field. They want to make it even for the people that were, 5th and 6th or whatever that didn't get rostered, that didn't fuck up, didn't fail a drug test and all of that shit. I get that all around. But I'm saying at the end of the day, they disqualify her time because of this, even though this isn't something that's like a performance enhancing drug, blah, 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 whatever.
It's supposed to be a performance diminishing drug.
If you were going to do that anyway and play it safe and be, proper, there was no point in you issuing her a 30-day suspension if you dubbing her for the Olympics completely, and now she has a 3-year suspension.
Right. All I'm saying is, listen.
Now,
this is the most excited. This is the most because she ain't gonna be able to fucking performing to the next Olympics, so she might as well be
Yeah,
suspended.
and for all of you people that's listening and
But
y'all think I'm bugging, I'm saying 3 years suspension.
No, I'm trying to say it's not going to be the Olympics, but there's other stuff that still takes place.
No, he's
still doing.
No,
listen.
we understand that, but she won't make the Olympics, which is the big.
She won't be in the Olympics this year.
This showcase
For
that talent to the
everybody
world.
Everybody that maybe forgot we had a pandemic or whatever, the Olympic Committee did not change the years as far as how the Olympic goes. So it's 3 years before the next Olympics because they didn't change it. It was supposed to be in 2020. It's 2024. It's still going to be there. It's in Paris. Okay. Anyway, she still has all the qualifying shit. She could dust people and do all of that. God willing, she stays healthy enough to do that.
But hold on. So, like you said to your 30-day comment, right, Kev?
Yeah.
If she's suspended for 30 days, right? I don't think they're allowed to practice or anything. So you want hold on. Somebody who ran 0.10 seconds slower than her or whatever the times may be. They're training for that 30 days and running in these races. So they're supposed to say, well, we're just going to wait for Sha'Carri to come back and see if she's as good as she was 30 days ago without training, without doing everything else. I understand why the U.S. roster would be like, we don't want to take that liability and have her roster, and then she comes back and she might not even be running like
But nigga, hold on. If they suspend her for 30 days, maybe she's not practicing with the team. But if they telling her, yo, we going out this 30 days.
No, you running a relay. You running a relay with people you don't run with.
Exactly. But at the same token, you think they ain't gonna be like, yo, we gonna make sure you right.
I don't think they're allowed to do that. It's just
how
like
can they stop it?
Time out. I get what both of y'all saying.
When it comes to these rule things, they're the strictest. So when you fuck up, that's why they have the harshest penalties. They're the strictest out of everything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think they would be able to technically be around her.
Yes, they probably can't even contact her while she's on suspension.
Listen, I agree with both what Cap and Dev, what you're saying. I agree completely. But what my biggest issue is with it is why give her a suspension as an option, as the end goal of that suspension said, hey, if you accept the suspension, you can come back. Why present that?
Listen, it's like a set rule. The rule was 30 days. Now it's on the team to say, well, we'll take them back after. Like, for example, if Luka got suspended, right? The Slovakian team, they don't give a fuck. After 30 days, the next guy is nowhere near as good as Luka. So they'll be like, shit, take the 30 days and then we're going to take you right back.
But that's still the same thing, though.
No, it's not, because
it's a different sport. It's a different sport.
Exactly.
It's a different sport. I get it, but I'm saying she was dusting her competition.
Right, but by how much? She wasn't beating people by 10 seconds, Kev. We talking about tenths of a second.
I mean, I can understand that in a relay, whereas you depend on other athletes to do it, but she can't do the 100 meter, and she can't do the relay and shit.
She might come back. She might not do nothing for 30 days and come back for 100 and still win the shit like it's nothing. But my point is, if you got a roster spot for somebody else and they can't do nothing for 30 days, I get why they'll say, get the next person up.
All I'm saying is that Tokyo Olympics, the Olympics Committee, first off, they got these old-fashioned ass rules. Again, you talk about marijuana, fucking shit is legal everywhere, legal all around the world. It's not, and again, they rules talk about performance enhancement. That shit is supposed to be, it's not a performance enhancement drug. So that should need to go away. But the Olympics, since this season, the Olympics have been on the wrong side of everything racial. They've been fighting. They
Black Lives Matter.
They've done Black Lives Matter. They've been fighting Simone. The swim caps. They've been finding taking points on Simone Biles for doing what seems to be dangerous and rules that moves that nobody else can do. So it's like you're not leveling the playing field, all because she doing shit that people can't do. She fucking Simone Biles has just been and then they just fucking got rid of two girls from Namibia or some country and shit. Said their testosterone levels was too high, and it's unfair to the other runners and shit. But naturally, they did test to see if it was like some type of performance enhancement. The Olympics came out and said like this is their natural testosterone level, but because compared to the other women, they are disqualified. That's all some goofy, funny shit. It's been a whole bunch of shit with especially black women.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sticking up for the Olympics. I'm only sticking up for the USA team.
Right.
To Kev's point. To the Olympics, I get it. And I know for a fact there's some people in, I don't want to say the wrong one, but there's a Korean team that's like, shit, if we got caught smoking weed, we don't care about the Olympics. We care about what's going to happen when we get back home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got a lot worse, stricter rules than us.
Right.
So I feel like it won't even be us complaining like, well, they need to change the rules and shit like that. Because as soon as we do, other countries is going to be like, well, we don't allow that here.
Right. Right.
Like
Asian,
at all.
Asian team, Cap.
I'm not saying who.
Let's keep it.
You said Korean. You said who?
No, because I was trying to say the Korean team that has a dictator running their country. I just didn't want to say the wrong.
Right, in a communist country.
Look, also quick thing. Look, the Olympics has always been.
They've been what?
I said the Olympics has always been harsh on weed. Michael Phelps never tested positive for weed and got suspended because they just leaked pictures of him smoking out of a bong at a college party. He never tested positive, and he got suspended for the pictures leaking.
And they're strict on it because of what I just said. Some countries do not play that shit.
So it's not like they picked this year to start doing it. They've always been strict. Olympics has always been strict when it comes to thing. Everything's all when it comes to drugs and everything's off limits. You gotta do that on your own time.
Come on.
No.
You know you can't step in somebody.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is
who we doing?
Oh,
CP.
I told you.
You know you're not supposed to step in somebody's landing space. You get stuff.
Oh no!
Who did it though? Who did it?
Yeah.
Brooke Lopez.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is real quick. This is a shameless plug.
Come on.
At the next Olympics, so I done told Johnny this a million times, so I'm telling the rest of y'all. Next Olympics in 2024 in Paris, I'm trying to be out there. So whoever's coming out of y'all,
I'm good. But also, again,
good. We should travel.
Yeah, that's cool. But you can listen.
Imagine you're OSA at the Olympics.
Right.
I mean that would be dope, though. If we get big enough, we can definitely do it.
Listen, even if y'all niggas getting a check for that one, y'all can count Cap out.
Why though?
All I'm saying is, other than Simone, let's keep it a buck. Sha'Carri has been the most excited America has been about an athlete in the Olympics in a long time.
Simone Crystal.
In a long time.
I would
in a long time. Who else? Who else has really had America excited about watching the Olympics?
Well, Simone Biles, last one. Then other black girl.
We don't got tennis players in the Olympics.
You talking about Gabby?
Yeah, Gabby Douglas was then pretty much only as
but even with that, nobody was checking. So we know who Simone Biles is. We know who Gabby Douglas is. But Sha'Carri had niggas ready to watch.
This is a girl who they've been trying to get.
Gabby, I love Gabby. They that shit. We watch them on SportsCenter. Gabby.
No. I watched them.
No, I'm Kev. Come on. No. Y'all niggas gotta be real with y'all self.
I never watched them.
Real.
I watched
Kev, I'm excluding you because you promote it all the time. I'm speaking.
I watched the
And
Olympics.
Drew gonna make it seem like yo,
No,
Dev
no,
always.
no,
Dev, hold on, Drew.
no.
Hold on, Drew.
Ask him what channel it come
Hold
on.
on.
Don't do that.
I watch.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on, Drew.
All right.
What Drew gonna say is Dev always trying to talk for the people and say, that's you. That's you.
Yeah, because it is you.
No, nigga, I speak for all the real niggas.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Just because you have an opinion, don't make it law.
And again, if you from the hood, you know racing in the street is the black sport. Other than hooping on a rollaway rim and playing fucking football in the street, running with no shoes off. Niggas love racing. Niggas in the hood love racing. So because of this, Sha'Carri is cooking. Niggas love this shit, and niggas don't really check her out and watch her smoke motherfuckers.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't even really caring about Sha'Carri until I watched that video of her talking. That's what got me out.
They really like
when she was like, people be saying this and that about me. I don't care. And she was talking like a regular hood girl. I was like, oh, she about to go crazy.
Right.
And that's what got me on.
And then she went
with the long Cardi B nails on. And
yeah.
She's racing, checking her post. She's checking her post like, oh, that was nothing. Like, I'm not even breathing hard. Like,
shit.
Oh,
she was talking
shit. And niggas love that shit.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I checked in. I'm like, oh yeah, she about to get crazy.
Exactly. It's that attitude that had niggas ready. Like, oh, she around the way, nigga, cooking. Like, so Drew, scratch what you talking about.
Yo, don't scratch it. All right.
Oh, hold on, Drew. What's your point?
You don't act like Michelle Obama did not have people talking about Gabby Douglas. So boom, right in your face, B.
I'm talking about. What you talking about, Drew? I'm talking about tuning in, bro. I'm
tuning in.
Nah.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, Drew. And it's no funny shit. I know who Gabby Douglas is. I can't think of what sport she do. Like I'm being dead serious, bro. She do what?
Gymnastics, same as Simone Biles. Gymnastics, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. I know the name. I remember the name.
She had a growth spurt, and her legs don't do as much like as used. Because surprisingly enough, women.
Bro, gymnastics ain't a black sport. Running is.
All right, cool.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just
don't act like running ain't a nigga sport, yo. We love.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I dead ass didn't remember what Gabby Douglas did. I just remember her name. Like I remember she was cooking something at one point, but I really couldn't remember the.
If any sport in the Olympics we gonna check out, what niggas gonna check out?
The track,
the running, the track, exactly.
The basketball and the track.
Exactly. Niggas love. What did I say? What I say? Niggas play in the hood.
All right, cool. Let's go.
That's my point. Like to be honest with you, I'm not watching nothing but the basketball games, the track and field, and that's about it.
But that's y'all.
Nobody even really watched the boxing in the Olympics.
I watched the boxing in the Olympics. Yo, for some reason, I find the downhill bike riding shit interesting.
You act like people ain't like Kev.
Nah. I seen the illest crash. I'm not watching that to see them crash. I seen the illest crash on TV.
All right. This the difference.
I'm saying, Drew, you act like most niggas ain't like me.
Hold on, Dad. We about to shut this. We about to shut this all down. Kev, name one of the people that was riding the bikes for America in a downhill race. Name one.
I don't know.
Name one of the American bobsledders.
I don't know.
Name one gymnastic person besides Simone Biles or Gabby Douglas.
Oh, what's Shorty's name? I like her too.
That's black. That's black.
No, she's not black.
Black. It could be anybody.
Not black. It's the Spanish girl. She's coming back this year.
No, because I know who you're talking about.
The girl that be dancing to hip hop and shit like that. We know her. You know her from the Instagram. Come on, man.
All right, let's go then. Let's go. Since y'all think I'm captain, let's go.
I'm also a biased person when it comes to supporting my people. So all I'm saying is I have a deep-rooted personal connection to the Olympics.
I believe you. But I
most
speak
people
for
like
the,
Kev.
most people ain't like Kev. Most people's like me and Cat. Most black.
Kev about to get USA tatted on this side.
No, why would I do that?
Right here.
The
Olympics? You gonna get the Olympic symbol?
Nobody is
USA.
I can't get the Olympic.
Hanging.
Anybody that's listening to this, if you got the Olympic symbol on you and ain't never been, that's disrespect.
That is disrespect.
All I'm saying is, when it comes to
I
America,
was gonna say he's gonna get the USA with the gold medal, not the Olympic symbol.
The Olympics is not an American sport. It's an international sport. Most international people, because this is when they showcasing their talent.
When Olympics, I
for the world to see, because American sports is already showcased for the fucking world to begin with. But our people don't be checking for that shit unless it's basketball or it's the fucking track, bro. That's just what it is. USA Dream Team shirt.
Kev's gonna get that tatted with the gold medal.
That's the goofiest shit that could ever happen.
All I'm saying is Olympics committee been doing some wild shit when it comes to black people and the movements. Shikari, we root for you. Hopefully you stay in shape, girl. Do your thing. Keep racing and all the other shits.
I'm definitely a fan. Don't get it twisted. I'm definitely a fan.
I just like to end this.
Okay, go ahead. Drew,
just like
shut the fuck up.
Yo, shut the fuck up, DQ.
Go ahead, Drew.
All right, to the people that watch us, pray like the 10 of y'all, say Decap and Dev is crazy, and say Kevin's right, and me too, bro.
Please tag me.
I mean, Drew, shut the fuck up. Stick to the
You
podcast.
too, shut the fuck up.
All right.
So 5-5.
Anything else? Anything else?
Olympics.
Anything else in the open run? Okay. Yes. NCAA players are now getting paid. We ain't touch on it happened.
Oh, okay.
After the pod, but NCAA players are now able to cash in their coins. The Supreme.
You should save this though, because I told Johnny. Me and Johnny was talking about that this would be a good Fab Five.
What you mean?
The Fab Five of players that would have got paid.
Oh yeah, we can still do that.
Okay.
We can still do that. Players that would have grossed,
I think y'all late. You just seen the DeAndre Ayton dunk, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I seen that shit. I was wondering what y'all was reacting to.
I'm not even watching, but again, I have to keep people current when in regards to NCAA players are now able to cash in their coins. Now, the Supreme Court ruled against the NCAA, saying that players not getting paid is a violation of the antitrust law, and because NCAA is limiting player benefits to like educational shit, that it's a violation. So players are now able to get profits for their name, image, and likeness. Even P. Miller's son, Master P son, he just signed a $2 million deal with some tech company and shit. So I expect to see more of that players cashing in on their names, because again, how popular players are, especially in football and basketball. You have these D1 college athletes who brings in millions of dollars and paying these fucking coaches salaries for millions of dollars. Players should get their bag. Johnny, now we've touched on this before, because Johnny's whole thing with this is like, how do they divvy up the money? That's Johnny's.
The thing about it, they're not getting paid. The thing about this, they're still not getting paid from the university itself. They're getting paid for like endorsement deals. Like they
gotta go basically.
Like thing from like jerseys.
Go out there.
The team is not paying them, but
the college is not paying them. So
they get to pay off their likeness.
So the benefit,
jersey sales,
so the benefits that they pretty much get is the same in regards to educational. You sign a fucking you sign an endorsement deal with Nike,
you can get paid. Yeah, basically.
So y'all not understanding who really wins from this. The NCAA is still gonna win. They're like, go ahead, go make your money on the side. We still not paying y'all.
Not paying y'all, but you can still get endorsement deal from Nike, but before you couldn't do that when you're in college, but now you can do that when you're in college.
So my question is, what would be NCAA's reason for trying to prevent this from happening? Because again, if the colleges say like players should only get educational compensation, and then the Supreme Court say, oh well, y'all ain't gotta pay, but they can go out and make money for themselves.
They can go out and
why would the NCAA be like against it?
Because in my opinion, they didn't have the leverage before. So it was like that was their leverage. Like, well, you could come here and we'll give you an education and then you do your 4 years, but everybody's one and done. And so they're like, we don't got that leverage no more. So might as well let them get their money on the side anyway.
No, but the NCAA was balloting against it. It was the Supreme Court that deemed this a violation. So my thing is, if based on what we're saying, again, the college is not paying, why is it even an argument, or why is it even a fight for the NCAA?
Because they know that they don't got the control over the players no more. Because the players got money. Shit, who knows? These players might, because I don't know what the rules was for high school players, but I would assume the high school players wasn't allowed to get paid.
Yeah,
because of the NCAA.
High school players weren't allowed to receive gifts. Or like if you watch
the LeBron shit
documentary.
That's
halfway through last season because you see that jersey from him.
That's my point.
If I
have to get a deal,
if I have to get a deal for Christmas and he wore it, he got banned for like half the rest of the season.
Yeah, see, now that's a good question because I don't know how that affects high school players.
If I play in the high school and I get a deal from Haagen-Dazs and I'm able to pay my mom bills and everything until high school is over, I'm not going to college.
Right, but see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's because again, technically for a high school player, based on the rules as I know it, you have to be done. You have to be done with high school. So I'm saying in regards to eligibility, and that's even changing because now you can go to the G League or they got these different leagues that you can go to where you don't even have to go to college. You can go get paid and then make payment off advertisement and shit. So you can completely skip college.
You can get $1 million contract while playing in the G League, do your year that you're supposed to do, and then go into the league.
Right.
And you don't got to go to class. You don't got to do none of that bullshit.
So isn't this? So that to me says that's where the bad comes for the NCAA because it's like now I can bypass y'all niggas and maintain.
And that's why I think they was fighting. That's why. That's what I'm
trying to get to. Like understand the NCAA's reason to fight. Right. So because they're able to say, okay, you have to get your education and you have to be out. You have to be eligible after a year. You need to come through us. So come through us. Now, with players being able to make money from their own image and name and likeness, you completely skip over the college stage. And now, again, thank you, Cap. That's what I was trying to get to, understanding what was NCAA's reason to fight it if they're not the ones paying. But again, now it makes sense. Let's fight it because because now the players got the leverage because now we don't have to come through y'all.
And the thing about it, right? Let's just say I get payoff by image and likeness. Your jersey sales is going to you instead of the college. Let's just say about that. Think of Zion jersey sales.
Right.
How much he made for Duke in jersey sales? Now
millions of dollars.
That whole money is going to Zion, or Zion's getting a big chunk of that.
Right, a percentage.
With jersey sales, what happens is it goes to the player and the team regardless.
Right, so it's a percentage where he gets.
That's why I said the NCAA still winning.
The whole shit going to the college.
I think the big issue was due to likeness. I remember that nigga Ed O'Bannon who got pissed off because he was working at a car dealership. And he saw his likeness in NCAA 2001. It was just a nigga that had his jersey number, but had his face. He was wondering why he didn't get paid for it. So he ended up filing a class action lawsuit that a bunch of other players joined in on just so they can get some paid. A bunch of pretty much washed up players, pretty much. But I feel only upside to this is that now pretty much now the non-star players on the team may be able to have some money in their pocket who may not go to NBA or something like that. They have a,
All I
they have
know
like a head start in their finances to get their life started pretty much.
After all this shit, give my man's Reggie his Heisman back. That's it.
Right.
Do all this shit, gonna get Reggie his Heisman back.
Yeah,
don't say no names. John.
I mean, but
don't say no names because.
But again, they're not gonna do proactive. So they're not gonna do.
Don't say no names.
Yeah, they're not gonna do retroactive. So it's the deal is as of recent. So all that what happened with Reggie and other players that's been alleged, the Fab Five and they whole situation, none of that shit gonna count. Reggie, unfortunately, UFC shit, that shit ain't gonna count. It's still gonna be the same shit. But I'm just happy for the players moving forward. I'm excited to see how NCAA move through this because, like DQ said, it will probably present more opportunities for less known players to showcase themselves because people gonna still tune in into college sports. So if a player coming out of high school, highly recruited, just hypothetically, if he goes the G League route or goes some type of other professional route and skip over college, that does give opportunities to other players to showcase and possibly make their way to whatever league or profession.
I think it's gonna hurt the players too, though.
In what sense?
Because now you're gonna have young guys. Because we already see rookies that get these big contracts and then they do dumb shit with their money. Now you're talking about high school kids getting millions of dollars.
Like, well, hopefully they got the right team. Hopefully they got the right team around
that's what I was about to say. If you ain't got the right people around you, that shit's gonna hurt a lot of people.
But that's not for everybody though.
And I was about to say that even with niggas that in the league, they need a financial advisor and shit. Hire my nigga Cap to do your books. You know what I'm saying? We got our local account over here and shit.
Don't have your peoples. Don't have your peoples come to me like Kev be having, man. Kev be having people calling me.
Ain't doing shit pro bono, all right?
Listen.
Call you about some dumb shit, but yeah. So go to Cap. You need your paperwork right and shit. Holla at Cap. Anything else in the open run? John, you brought up something about the WWE had they top tag teams or some shit.
Oh yeah, the top tag teams. The top tag team.
Oh, the. That's it.
That's
it.
They had the New Day as the #1 tag team of all time.
Oh, come on. What?
Who?
#1? Nah.
These are wrestlers that's been around in the last.
Okay, so I got it. So I got the top 10. The top 10 is the top 10. The top 10 is the British Bulldogs. 9 is the Brothers of Destruction. I don't even know who that is.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I know that.
Wait, let Dev say the list.
Okay, so 8 is the New Age Outlaws. My guys, I fuck with the New Age Outlaws.
Nah, come on. The New Age Outlaws should be high.
Number 7.
Who is that? New Age Outlaws.
That's Road Dogg.
Road Dogg.
Oh, okay.
They got the Usos, which is them Polynesian niggas and shit. They fairly new. At least that's not in our group. They all
them current gen.
Yeah, that's rock people. That's the rock peoples and shit. Usos and shit. I think they was in the Hawes and Shaw movie too and shit.
What? No, it wasn't. Roman Reigns.
Right, Roman Reigns. They all the same person.
It was all in it, Johnny, when he was at the house.
All them niggas.
Wasn't in it, but Roman Reigns was in the movie.
Ain't they related to Roman Reigns?
They're related.
Like I said, all the same person. And number six, the Legion of Doom. Number 5, the Dudley Boys at number 5. 4, Edge and Christian. 3, the Hart Foundation. 2, the Hardy Boys, and number 1, the New Day.
No, Rocco Sacco.
Yeah,
They're a tag team for like 3 weeks.
So what?
I won a tag team champion one time.
They don't deserve to be on that list.
I'm just saying, like,
a team that's played together for 3 weeks don't count as full time.
What number was Edge and Christian?
3.
They were 4. Number 4.
Oh my God!
What did you say after Edge and Christian?
I'm not gonna lie.
So the Hart Foundation. That's Bret Hart, British Bulldog, Jimmy Hart.
Well, the Hart Foundation was Brett and Jim Neidhart. Jimmy,
yeah, right, Jimmy.
The tag team was originally them that Owen and British joined the group and became the group.
Nah, I'm not fucking with that list.
The top three of all time has to be the Hardys, the Dudleys, Edge, and Christian.
Exactly.
You don't understand what you're
number one.
Okay, hold on. Because DQ watched wrestling today, so he know them. I know who they are, but I don't know them in the match. I know the characters in the group.
The reason why the New Day are number one because they're the only homegrown product that's still together for that one period of time. They're 11-time tag team champions who's only been in WWE. Only person you've seen somewhere else was Xavier Woods, but that's only for like a year in 2007. But besides that, they're the only team who's been together for long.
DQ, hold on, DQ. So they're the 11-time tag team champions, right?
Yes.
So that means they lost that shit 10 times, right? I swear, there was only 3 niggas that used to have that tag team belt.
Exactly.
During the first 15 years of my life.
During the Attitude Era.
And it was fucking Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys. They passed that shit around.
And again, when you talk about the best era for a tag team duo, the New Age Outlaws.
Yo, hold on. Like, all that shit you watch right now is based off them. The TLC matches, the table ladders and chairs. Like, come on, man.
That was maybe I'm a prisoner of our moment, but can't nobody, and I don't watch it, so I can't really say.
All those niggas combined.
But look, DQ. None of the new day don't transcend culture like these people do. Niggas getting a deli outside of fucking wrestling. Niggas fucking getting speared outside of like, yo, this shit was culture shaking. Like, niggas getting a 3D. Niggas getting
the Dudley Boys got their name in ECW. They're not a WWE product. Their championships. They technically only won the championship 3 times in WWE. 3 times.
And that was the best, but that was doing the best era of wrestling.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. The APA should have been higher soon. They had the APA.
Oh, I ain't even.
It's only the greatest era based on your nostalgia for it.
I have the whole list. I'm scrolling through it.
Oh, so they basically
the D-Generation X is 21. The Generation X is 21.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H is 21. Come on now.
The Steiner brothers. But again, the Steiner brothers are better than the New Day.
In WCW. That's WCW products.
But they are great.
Hold on. I didn't even think that they could have had WCW on the list. So you mean to tell me the what was their name, Dev? Latino
Heat.
The Latino Heat.
Also, Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat. Booker T, Stevie Ray.
This is what DQ is saying. They were in. This is only a WEE. This is only W.
That's not what I'm saying.
But they got because they got the Snyders on there. This is the greatest wrestling tag teams. The Snyders
agree with the list.
The Snyders wasn't big in WWF. They was big in the WCW.
Yo, even if you didn't watch wrestling, you knew who Jeff Hardy was. I don't watch wrestling. The New Day could walk past me. I don't know who they are.
You gonna say who them big ass niggas?
You know,
I probably think they play football.
West Council you're not one of them. But in general,
I know that all I know from the New Day is that Coco Crispy nigga, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I know. You know it's crazy. No, look, you know what I don't understand? To make the New Day number 1, the whole homegrown product thing, they had the Dudley Boys at number 5, and the Dudley Boys got their notoriety in ECW.
Yeah,
you understand? You're not really understanding why they so low. The combined time of them being in WWE is a short period. The combined together, the New Day has been in the WWE longer than anyone, so they've seen everything. And they've had one of the longest reigns of the championship belt ever. Matter of fact, they had the longest reign for about like 455 days. That's longer than anybody.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes, they lost it 10 times.
Okay, DQ.
But
so
the majority of the time them losing it was early on when they first formed in 20.
Okay, so DQ, when you say they had this long reign, right? What other tag teams were they beating in this long reign that we would know?
That's even on the list. That's even on the
Dudley
list.
Boys, surprisingly not.
They beat who?
The Dudley Boys win. They 50?
The Dudley Boys was wrestling in what time?
This is like 6 years ago.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. They had to be in their 50s. Go ahead, keep going. The Dudley Boys.
I think this is bugging.
Who they beat?
You're not understanding.
Who did they beat?
I'm trying to tell y'all. When we was watching wrestling in the mid-90s, early 2000s, these niggas was not in the groups for one period of time.
We can't say who they beat because you're watching now.
What tag teams did they lost the shit 10 times? So who beat them? The 10 times.
Right.
The team that beat them all, pretty much the team who beat them the most probably would be the Usos.
And where?
They beat them.
So
they juggled that belt to like together for about a year and a half. Then you get they goes to the bar. The bar's not on it. They goes to the bar.
Usos was 7.
They go to the guy died recently with Eric Harper. He died recently, but him and his technical partner they beat them.
Listen.
Cap, Rock and Sock is on here at 16.
Yeah, that's I said. They meant to 16. It was 16.
For a group that's together for 3 weeks.
No, all I'm saying is,
16.
Yo,
they were superstars.
All I'm saying is, I'm gonna say this again. New Day, I respect it. It's an all black crew, but when you talking about transcend not only the sport but culture, speaking of the Dudley Boys,
Devon, get the table.
Now, and again, they know.
Yes, the New Day is 3 motherfuckers. Everybody even talking about is 2. Also,
but listen, ECW, yes, came in and they were known for being in ECW, but we can't take away how big they were in WWE. They were fucking huge. They went from ECW to a small brand to fucking superstars culturally in WWE. The Hardy Boys. Culturally,
people from ECW
that transition that a lot of them did, but actually really transitioned and became like fucking superstars. A lot of them niggas came over, but they became like side shows and shit and extras and shit. Them boys were stars. In the greatest era, and the greatest era for tag team, Edge and Christian. The greatest, one of the greatest, like the greatest tag team matches is between those 3 motherfuckers right there. That should be 3, 2, and 1.
That might be the top 5 matches ever when they had the first TLC match.
And that's the only good match out of all 3 of those matches, though, because they inserted other random tag teams in the other 2.
Yeah,
TLC 2 and TLC 3 was trash.
I'm saying
though,
run those things back. It was not trash.
But again, even they regular matches, Hardy's Boys matches were always exciting. Dudley Boys matches was always exciting. Edge and Christian matches always exciting. You brought up one group, the Usos, that kept kicking their ass over a long period of time, and the bar.
This is based on these
are teams that don't transcend culture the way that these guys did.
How did not transcend the culture if you don't know who they are? Does that make sense to you?
Because I don't know who they are.
That's the point. Kofi Kingston.
I can honestly say
at WrestleMania.
But again, I don't watch WWE.
That's the difference.
But again, I knew the Usos was related to that Roman Reigns ass nigga.
Wrestling today is way better than it was when we used to watch when we were younger.
Yo, put him in the timeout. Put him in timeout.
Yeah, put him in timeout. Y'all watch wrestling.
Yo, come on, guys, come on. He does have a point. Y'all two don't watch wrestling.
I'll be watching wrestling for
Get the table.
Fuck these niggas. We lived in the greatest era of wrestling.
I'll be keeping up with wrestling, and I'm watching. And I'm telling you, the only thing that you can say that's better now is the wrestlers are more athletic. So they do like they're more athletic.
Bro, I can't.
not better.
I can't name a superstar
they might
in wrestling
they
right
might
now.
be more athletic, but it looked it because they wasn't so athletic. It made the sport good too. Like
the wrestler that's supposed to be the superstar right now is Roman Reigns.
Listen, I thought it was Sasha Banks. I hear her name more than anybody.
Right.
But
and again, I don't watch wrestling, but I know who that is.
Roman Reigns.
Welcome back, DQ. Welcome back, Drew.
I know Sasha Banks.
Shoot my man some bell, and y'all gonna kick me out for real though. That's bullshit.
Hold on. No, all right, for real, DQ, for real.
Let's move on, but let's go ahead, Cap.
Hold on. Give me a stone cold of this era. A stone cold.
What?
Give me a stone cold of this era.
Culturally transcending wrestler. Again, culturally transcending wrestler in today's era.
Give me a stone cold.
What do you mind? Be like a person like that.
Give me a name. Give me a name. I just gave biggest stone cold.
I gave
that's biggest stone cold.
The aspect.
John
someone coaching. Who that?
John Moxley.
All right, give me a name similar to The Rock.
The Rock? Oh, that'd be Roman Reigns.
Undertaker.
This Undertaker, that's not can't.
I'm saying a name.
Bray Wyatt was supposed to be that, but they fucked up Bray Wyatt.
That's the one with the beard, right?
Bray Wyatt was supposed to be the one to carry that mantle, but they fucked that up.
Twice.
WWE fucking up a lot of shit.
Listen, there is no wrestlers these days that compared to that era. It's just not.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. When you watch wrestling now, everyone knows that wrestling is clearly a work. Everyone knows that. Back when you were a kid, there was no social media. There was none of that shit. So now you watch wrestling, you're just watching it for the art of wrestling. That's what you're watching it for. You're not watching it for the fucking characters. The characters don't mean shit. What's most important now in wrestling is what's going on in the ring.
Imagine if there was social media during our time.
When we were growing up, I'm telling you.
Imagine if there was social media during our time.
I watch for the characters. I watch to see how these wrestlers talk. I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these guys I don't know if they have the free reigns to let.
Yeah, they don't have the free reigns. The Attitude Era wasn't everything now wrestling. That was PG. It's for kids only.
They don't have the range to do what they want.
So they should be on the list.
What I'll say is there's been some dope matches in this current gen, but the build-up and the rivalries from when we grow up, they don't have none of that now. They don't have. You could say a Rock versus Triple H.
And the reason why is because Vince is so old, he doesn't allow wrestlers to go off script or do whatever they want because he's such a guy that's stuck to a formula. He can't go outside that certain formula because in the Attitude Era, it was TV 14. Niggas can curse. We're seeing titties on TV. You're not gonna see none of that shit on TV. So right now, when you're watching wrestling, all you are watching really is the performances in the ring and how well these dudes wrestle together. If you get two great wrestlers in the same ring, like for instance, if you see a match like Adam Cole versus Ricochet from 2 summers ago,
their names ain't even cool. They're weak ass names. Ricochet.
I know who they are.
Stop saying
the only group that can technically compare to DX right now would be the Undisputed Era, but those guys broke up recently. So technically their reign of dominance lasted way longer than DX. DX wasn't together for a long period of time.
DQ getting me tight right now.
How are you tight? If you don't watch fucking wrestling.
I know what I've watched.
Yeah. You watch old shit, not watching new shit though.
We're gonna move on.
No, it's crazy. Someone who should transcend. Look, I'm gonna leave it
alone. It's him.
No, it was a name that no one mentioned. He's actually one of my favorite current wrestlers. I like Roman Reigns, but Seth Rollins is a dope wrestler for this current gen that really be holding it down.
Yeah, Seth Rollins. I know who Seth Rollins is.
He's someone who holds it down, but you can be
part of Seth Rollins is shitty on the mic. He's a good wrestler.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on from this. We're gonna let DQ have his WWE love for the current the wrestlers like Dynamo and Thundercat and whatever these weak ass names they got, and Adam Linky or whatever the fuck these weak ass names.
Adam Cole.
Adam Linky. All these weak ass names and shit. We let this weak ass. We know who was the best. It was our era and New Day. I fuck with y'all. Y'all black, but y'all some weird looking ass niggas. And y'all shouldn't be number one. All right, moving on. Anything else in the open run? No, nothing else in the open run. Let's move on now. Usually we haven't did this this segment in a long time. We usually do it at the end of our episodes, but we replaced it with when you hear this. So we bring it back. We're doing it early in the episode, and that's Fab Five. Now, last week we discussed
Fab Five.
Yeah, Fab Five. So last week we discussed NFL's greatest personalities, and since then DCAP suggested that we do sports personality. Now he was saying some dumb shit like Kev got tennis, Johnny got golf.
No, I was saying
Drew got soccer.
I was saying because there's so many characters that each person should have their own sport. And I gave an example like this person take a sport, like everybody pick a sport and then do it. Because y'all gonna see what my Fab Five is.
So I honestly feel like me, you, and John probably would have similar lists. But I'm interested to see what Drew's is because Drew asked him.
I got some shit.
I'll pod, and I don't know where he going. But this is our list from 5 to 1. Top personalities or characters in sports history from 5 to 1. Drew, kick us off at number 5. Who your number 5 sports personality?
All right. For my number 5, we are taking it to wrestling. All right. This faction controlled everything in wrestling, basically everything. The Clique, which involves
you got a whole group as your 5?
Yes, a group.
What was the question again?
The Clique.
That 5 was character.
Personality or characters. Okay, he went with a crew. I'll allow it. Okay, I'll allow it. Go ahead.
I can do a crew.
Go, Drew. Go ahead. I'll
eliminate it.
You got it. You got it.
Say number 5, Drew.
Say your 5.
The Clique, which involves names of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. Bro,
I think he said that because they have the foundation of these crews.
Foundation of everything. D-Generation as Shawn Michaels' career, Solo Triple H career,
the NWO,
Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, NWO. They ran wrestling for basically like 4 decades. Those 4 names right there ran wrestling for 4 decades. So I'm not
mad.
5.
I'm not mad at Drew's 5. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I get where he was going. I'm not mad. All y'all looking crazy.
No, when is my turn?
But the way I did my list, I did one person, one character.
Oh, yeah, I did one person also. I didn't think of groups.
Yeah, I didn't think
of groups. Said personalities, right?
Okay.
I'm just confused by whatever.
Yeah, again, everyone else got this side. I mean, Drew went other ways, but we'll allow it. At number 5, Drew got the Clique, and that crew is the foundation for a lot of dope moments in WWE. So, okay, Drew. Number 5, DQ.
My number 5, I did start getting to football around 2005 and 4. My friends show me we play Madden and stuff and 2K. This good one guy kind of pretty much after the games, his antics kind of I told him Clinton Portis. He always had those weird ass after game interviews.
That's a throwback name.
He used to wear the fucking costumes after every game and just throw niggas off with his interviews.
Okay, I get it. All right, I hear you.
That's a Washington alum.
A Washington alum. Yep. Okay. Cap at number 5.
All right, so I'm gonna say my honorable mentions.
No. Because your honorable mentions might show up on somebody's list. Hell no. Honorable mentions is at the end. Get your 5.
See, but hold on. But this is the thing though. When you said the sports, I thought we was talking about actual sports. I wasn't considering wrestling a sport. That's why when
wrestling is a sport.
Listen. That's why when me and Dev, when me and Dev was talking shit to each other earlier, I said my number one would be a cheat code, so I changed it because my number one was The Rock because he actually played sports.
Yes.
But I took him off of my list.
No,
because I said
I should have clarified because to me, wrestling it's the entertainment sport, but it does count as a sport. So I didn't clarify that.
Okay, that was my number one, but I changed my list because of that.
Okay, so my number five would have been his honorable mentions. Okay, so you got one. All right, what else you got? Number five.
I took him off. My number 5 is Conor McGregor.
Conor also came up. I bounced him around. Yes, that's a good one. That is a good one. Especially of this era. Conor is one of the biggest personalities in sports.
He's a superstar.
Yeah, superstar. You don't have to watch UFC to know who Conor McGregor is. Everybody know who Conor McGregor is. So he almost made my list, but he did. Johnny, number 5.
At number 5, I got the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal.
That's a good one. That's a very good one, Johnny.
Very good.
Good shit, John. Kev, number 5.
Number 5, I got Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning that's an interesting one because Peyton is funny as hell.
I can say I had him on my honorable mention.
I feel like he says okay to whatever the fuck they give him and shit.
Yeah, Peyton funny as hell.
To me, that's a character that became a character after he played.
Yeah, right. He became a big character once he left the sport, but Peyton is one of the biggest characters.
But we always saw glimpses of it. Like,
yeah, right, exactly.
Like Eli and him,
those mic'd ups and shit. Yeah, the mic'd up and shit. Yeah, we definitely saw it. That's a good pick, Kev. Number 5, John.
I said my 5.
No, we are simpatico, bro.
Oh.
Number 5, Shaquille O'Neal, Diesel, from on court to rapping to movies and everything. Just the Diesel Superman himself.
Please dap my hand.
Number 5 on my list. Yes, so number 5.
Crazy. Shaq was actually high on my list, but just a few tweaks. After I had my conversation with you earlier in the chat, I made a few tweaks. Shaq was high on my list, but I pushed him.
No, he was actually high. I had him on at 4 originally, and then I moved him around. So Shaq is number 5. Drew, and number 4, what you got?
The greatest, I'll say the greatest personality and actually the greatest athlete and ever of my team, the Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis, bro.
All right,
he was on my honorable mention.
I got Ray Lewis honorable mentions also. I got.
All right. Ray Lewis out there praying for niggas and shit.
I actually had a different one though. Because
you said it before. You said it. You said Ray Lewis.
No. I
wasn't. Don't somebody else.
Honorable mentions, yeah, right, exactly. You mentioned honorable mentions.
Cool. I got
you. DQ and number 4.
Yeah, my dude, LJ, Grandmama,
Larry Johnson. Another. That's a really good one. I didn't even think of LJ and shit. But big in the 90s, Grandmama. Oh, that made me just think of another one and shit. Because of that era. All right, go ahead. Cap, number 4. I'm just adding to my honorable mentions.
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones.
Oh, it's crazy. I left somebody off my fucking list. I might have to throw him in there.
The body had been
again. Roy Jones, another one. During that era, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Roy Jones. It's one of those things. One of those guys you didn't have to watch boxing to know.
You just knew him.
You just knew who Roy Jones was. That shit.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm taking my number 4.
John about to flip up his list. John at number 4. What you got?
Because I'm gonna have to put my man's Iron Mike Tyson at number 4.
Oh, John, no.
That's too low.
John. That's too low. I'm surprised, John. You forgot.
That's crazy.
How you forget
Tyson,
Iron Mike?
It's not too low because the other guys I feel worthy of their spots.
I don't know, John.
Guys I have on my list.
I don't know,
You just
John.
said, John?
I said Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. I don't know about. All right.
I would
Kev,
name who I have
No,
previously.
don't.
Yo, it's crazy. I switched this shit like 3 times.
John, you can't name nobody bigger than Mike.
No, I'm not gonna name them.
Shut up. 4.
Yeah.
Kev, 4. Kev, 4.
So at number 4, I got this person just because of most of his antics that I've seen him do on the field. But even the funniest shit that I low-key stabbed at and said earlier, like watching him on whoever show that is Brandon Marshall show or whatever.
I am
like
athlete.
my boy Chad Ocho
yeah.
used to call Marvin Lewis
right
at 3 in the morning and be like, "Yeah, coach, I'm open."
Yo, I'm giving y'all the layup and y'all fucking this up because y'all mentioned football players. Can I just say one of my honorable mentions because he's not gonna be on nobody's list?
You never know.
I know.
Yeah,
I only got one football player on my list, but at number 4, I have the stunner, Stone Cold Steve Austin. At number 4. My bad, Cap. My bad, Cap.
That's what wrestlers on my list.
The Rock would have been my number 1, and he would have been the biggest character out of all these people.
I don't think
4. Rock didn't make my list, unfortunately.
Yo, they voted that they would vote him as president. Like,
I believe it.
In his TV show, he was president.
Cap, stay tuned because the man you mentioned will be popping up.
All right,
soon.
so number 4, I got.
Oh, D-Cap, if you're a huge fan of The Rock, though, watch his TV show on NBC. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I told y'all to watch it.
Yeah, y'all been telling me to watch it. I haven't.
Valid. That's valid.
All right, Drew, at number 3.
Number 3, the answer, AI. The tattoo got everybody changed the whole game.
Great. Good shit.
AI.
Good shit, Drew. Another one didn't.
Unfortunately, I got love for the answer, but he didn't make my list.
Yeah, he didn't make my list. But
it's on a question. That's not what I want to put AI on my list.
All right.
Influence, yes. So, for my number 3, I want to change all my library cards into credit cards. Picking Deion Sanders.
Yes.
Prime time.
Deion. At number 3.
Just for that one ball only. I
was there about the answer. I'm
gonna change all my library cards into credit cards.
All right, Cap. I think I made Cap change his list because of some miscommunication. But Cap, at number 3, who you got?
Oh my God!
You could call him Pretty Boy.
Oh, come on, Cap.
You could call him Money Mayweather. You could call him TBE. That's my number 3.
So Cap list looking like all professional fighters so far. He got Conor. He had Pretty Boy.
So that should give you a hint at who my number 1 is.
I think I know who your number 1 is because we might be simpatico, but I don't know who your number 2 is.
Yo, y'all better stop playing with CP3. You ain't just see that play?
No, I ain't even watching it. At number 3, John.
Oh my God.
At number 3, I went with my man's Dennis Rodman at number 3.
Dennis Rodman.
Rodman's at number 3.
Number 3.
He's the only one that stayed in the same spot. Like I moved around 5, 4, 1. Rodman stayed right there.
Seen it, DQ?
Dennis Rodman.
We definitely on the
again. Dennis Rodman, from movies to basketball to wrestling to just the culture, had all the bitches. Yeah, the worm, Dennis Rodman. All right, Kev at number 3.
Mr. I love me some me.
T.O.
T.O. Number 3 on the list, kid.
Oh, shit.
I love me some me. Get your popcorn ready.
All right, at number 3.
What you say, Cat?
I said that's valid.
Yeah. Number 3, simpatico with DQ. He ain't the prettiest, but the nigga thought he was. Neon Dion at number 3 on my list and shit.
Curl Jerry
with the curl, activating shit with the big glasses, big ABAs with the gold rim and shit. Like, yeah, Neon Dion, number 3. All right, number 2. Drew. What you got at number 2?
Oh well,
Right.
it was Cap's answer, but I'm surprised to go with him. My number 2 is Floyd Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty
Number
boy.
6, you know,
Pretty
Yo, I seen
boy
Floyd in the
Floyd.
present get mad short.
It's a
you know,
brick, DQ.
Money
Look, I know you're
Mayweather.
behind. It's a D. It's a
everything.
brick.
All right, DQ number 2.
My number 2 was who picked Shaq earlier.
Me
I
and
had
John.
Shaq.
Me and John had
I
Shaq.
had
at
Shaq.
5.
From my favorite movie Kazam to him being in Steel.
You said
Ray
your
J.
favorite movie? You said Kazam your favorite movie?
Nah, it's one of them, but I love because how bad it is.
I
The
love
whole Green Eggs and Ham and shit.
DQ. I loved Kazam as a movie when I was a kid. Kazam was dope.
I didn't think it was as a kid, but as an adult, that shit's trash. But yeah, Shaq is definitely my number 2.
I thought
But
that
don't
shit
wanna
was
say my
trash
number
when
one.
I was a kid. I thought that shit was trash when I was a kid. I love Shaq, but I always thought
You had
that movie
older
was
brothers
trash
to tell
too.
you it was trash though. I'm an only child.
All right, but number 2. Oh damn, Drew. I mean DQ. I'm sorry. So you're only child. I'm only child. I'm sad. It's only me by myself. Shaq was my brother.
I'm only talking about my mother. I have a sibling.
Shaq was my brother. All right, number 2. Cat.
Hold on, Kev gave his number 3.
No,
Nah, it
Cat.
goes you, me, then Kevin, Dev.
We had
My
number
number
2.
Yeah, number 2.
My number 2 was Iron Mike.
All right, Mike. It's the guy. I'm not gonna lie, this list is so hard because I got love for all these guys.
Yo, I got so much people to
And
pick
the
from
person,
number 1 right
the
now.
person I took off my list should be on someone's list, and nobody's mentioned him.
All right,
John.
John.
He's gonna be on mine.
John,
No,
number 2.
no.
And that better not be no
I got so
baseball.
much
It
people
better
to-
not be not one baseball player on this list.
Why
right.
not though?
Because they
talking
trash.
about
Ain't no-
Here's on me for number 2.
Yeah, John, it's on you.
My number 2 is Almighty Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's my number 2.
Yo, even though I feel like I got cheated, I think my number 1 is still the best character out of all these people that we've said so far. I gotta see who Dev got as number 1.
Okay. All right. Kev, number 2.
I'm simpatico with DQ. My number 2 is Shaq, man.
All right.
Kazam was really my movie. I'm not even gonna stunt. Bro.
That's that only child shit I see.
Yo, I'm not even gonna stunt.
You gotta ask.
Nah. And then like you see all the goofy shit Shaq do on TV and blah blah blah. I remember Tiff had an internship with some like OG like program for the NBA, and she met Shaq, and Shaq pulled up on him and was like, "Hey, little girl, what's up?"
All right, number 2.
Yeah, this pod going woo.
All right, so number 2, Shaq is a great pick. I bounced between Shaq and Charles Barkley early in my list and shit. I know Charles.
Yours is trash, B. Oh my god.
But
Charles is originally on my list.
Charles, so I bounced him and Shaq around. But at number 2, I have the Worm, fucking Dennis Rodman, one of the biggest characters when it comes to the NBA. And he got bitches, and the nigga did everything. Dennis Rodman was a superstar. He was a rock star in fucking the NBA. Ain't no bigger rock star in the NBA than fucking the Worm Dennis Rodman. Nobody. Nobody came out and bust ass and then go fucking drinking on a Harley and fuck white bitches every day. Nobody did that shit like Dennis. Like, that nigga's a goat. Like, he's a goat.
All right.
And nigga wearing the dress and shit. I don't do that shit. But the fact that nigga married himself, nigga wearing makeup, dyeing his hair, like, yo, that's some.
You know what I hate though? Like when he died his
doing
name
all
the
this
first
shit.
time. That's why I don't like that's why I don't like David Robinson, right? I don't like the niggas because Dennis Rodman's like, oh
Man, Dennis
he
Rodman
died
will
his head for
beat
the
David
first time.
Robinson ass.
No, but though Dennis Rodman like said, oh, David Robinson came up to him and said, oh, he went up to him directly, thought he was like worshiping the devil and stuff like that. Man, he just dyed his hair. What is your problem?
Man,
He
Dennis
dyed his hair
Rodman-
being on some random shit though.
Dennis Rodman gave that Spurs team personality because you got boring ass David Robinson and boring ass Tim Duncan. They both some big ass stick figures. Dennis Rodman gave them personality. So fuck what David Robinson talking about. All right, we're gonna get into the number 1. Number 1, 5'5", sports personality and character. Come on, Drew. Come on with
Well,
question. Add one.
I'm just trying to say, y'all be saying I be cheating all this time. I want to make it clarified.
Okay.
My number one is not an athlete. He got position on a team though. He's like in the upper level though. Like he's not an athlete. He's not an athlete.
He might say some fucking Jerry Jones or something.
He'll say Eric Spoelstra. Watch.
All right, but all right. Do y'all want me to say?
No, yo, this nigga about to say.
I got.
Give us your number one, Drew.
He dead about to say the Mavs on the
Mark Cuban. If you don't want, if
you don't say
Mark Cuban, you want to say Mark Cuban?
Why you play with us? Like, yo, I'm not gonna
go ahead.
Don't want it.
Drew, just go ahead. Drew, go ahead and say your number one.
Mark Cuban.
He's no.
So say it.
Pat Riley.
No. The ambassador of the Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm talking about.
Drake, really?
Biggest rapper in the world.
Okay, nigga.
Drake.
All right.
Drake.
There we go.
Drake?
Put this nigga in top. Drake.
He got a title on team. That's why.
Yeah. I was about to say.
This nigga said Drake.
Drake? We on the hottest kid from the world from the kid.
Drake. This nigga said Drake over the Drake over all the superstars in basketball. Drake ain't even bigger than fucking Spike Lee when it comes to basketball.
Exactly. He's eliminated. You can't bring him back to the segment's over. Let him.
Drake ain't bigger than fucking Shannon Sharp and Skip or some shit like yo.
Who's next? Because he fucked it up.
I get his angle. Drake is the biggest name.
Drake is a pop star, but Drake ain't. Drake ain't. But again, Drake ain't synonymous with sports. Drake is a personality, but he ain't synonymous with sports.
If anything, he a jinx for sports.
Y'all counting wrestling as a sport, so y'all.
Dude, it's a sport. I'm bringing them back. I'm letting them back in. But
I ask y'all dudes because if y'all
hold on, Drew.
Yo, the problem is
hold on.
I had an athlete.
Hold on, Drew. No, Drew. How did you even think of Drake?
Because he's the ambassador to the Toronto Raptors, bro. That's what I told y'all.
What was the question though?
No. Listen, be quiet. Let him rock. Okay, he has a position on the team.
But
I'm trying to say, how is Drake?
No, I'm not gonna hold you. Drew, like picking Drake is like me picking Jay-Z for owning the Nets.
No.
Exactly.
But he's not.
His role on that team was much bigger than Drake's for the Raptors.
All right. But I said I had an athlete though. Y'all did not let me finish. If y'all would have let me pick my athlete,
but Drew wasn't
my athlete is Kobe.
Hold on. But Drew,
I had a second part to that.
But wasn't the whole thing top 5 sports characters?
You gotta mute him, son.
Right. Sports characters. That's what I'm saying. How can Drake, compared to everybody that we've said, compared to everybody you said, how did Drake, as sports characters and personalities, how did Drake even get in your mind?
Yeah, how does Drake compare to him in like personality and sport in terms of sports?
I know Drake is a pop star, and everybody knows who Drake is. But when it comes to how synonymous he is with sports, yeah, he got a cookie cutter position with the Toronto Raptors, but nobody gives a fuck about the Toronto Raptors. So it's like,
I just say nobody gives a fuck about Toronto Raptors, bro.
Because nobody gives a fuck about the Toronto Raptors.
This is why
everybody up north.
I specifically asked y'all because my athlete.
Drew, my whole thing is how did Drake even come to mind? It's blasphemy. It's blowing me.
He's a personality on a sports team, bro. That's
look. Drake was number one. Let's move on.
All right.
Nah. I'm gonna redo it.
DQ.
Thank you.
DQ.
That's all you gotta do.
DQ at number 1. 5'5" sports personality, because this nigga's struggling.
My number 1 is the Hibachi Gilbert Arenas.
What?
How is different? He's a personality.
These niggas is tripping though. These two niggas.
What's that shit people be saying on Instagram? They ain't give me a
I'm ready.
Yo, these
I'm
niggas.
ready. I've had my number one since the rip.
These niggas is annoying though, because bro, they missed the assignment altogether. Especially with everybody that they said previously, they put these people in front of the people that they actually said that deserve to be here.
One of my honorable mentions was Steve Smith from the Panthers.
Okay,
that's
right.
The line,
right, exactly.
The line of the people that we supposed to pick.
Yo, I got my number one.
Yo,
ready.
Okay. Hold on.
Bring them back.
Let me bring them
bring
back.
Them back, but make sure they on mute because I'm coming in hot.
Yo, but okay, so mute him and then mute him. But yo, so at number one, Kev.
You know this episode for the reason,
Kev, who do you have at number one?
All right, my favorite personality. I'm gonna just read off a quote. Easy quote. All y'all should know. If you don't, shame on your goddamn self.
Oh, good job, Kev. Good job.
If you ever dream of beating me,
I swear to God, yo,
apologize.
Right.
Swear to God,
Muhammad Ali, the GOAT himself, boy.
Exactly, Kev. Good shit.
I had Kobe. So
now,
yo, Cap. One time for the one time.
To say it to you.
Yo.
For the one time.
I swear to God, I had Ali as my number one, and I swear to God, I was gonna say, if you ever dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize.
Wake up and apologize, nigga.
That was my
shit. Good shit, Kev. I don't have Ali because I didn't see him. Although he is there, he's my number one honorable mention.
Kev's number one is Ali.
But Kev,
as of right now, if you're hearing this, ladies and gentlemen, the Suns have won the first game of the finals.
All right, so Cap, your number one is
Ali,
the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
I think, to me personally, all these guys that we think of now when we think of a sports character, they all got the formula from Ali himself. He had the best mouthpiece in the game. He said whatever he wanted. And he really did everything he said he was going to do.
Exactly.
That's why I had him as number one.
Johnny, number one.
At number one, I got the great one, The Rock. Number one. Like he was a name I moved around on my list. Then when I came to my finals, I was like, nah, I gotta put The Rock number one. Like, cause like he's The Rock everywhere. Obviously he's Dwayne Johnson, but he's literally The Rock everywhere. Everything he does is dead ass The Rock.
Right.
Dead ass The Rock.
I'm not mad at that pick.
That was my 1A and my 1B. I went the one route and then the other route.
And I'm not mad at none of y'all picks because y'all picked right. I didn't pick Ali.
Y'all mad at
because shut up, Drew. Shut up, Drew. Let me finish this. At number one, I have the most feared fighter of all time. One of the best personalities of all time. Iron Mike Tyson at number one on my list. Still today, one of the greatest personalities in professional sports.
Your heart, I use children.
All that, Drew. You sound just like that nigga. All that good shit.
I'm fucking on your ass, white boy, till you love me.
And you look like Jaleel White when he played him in the Iron Mike Tyson movie and shit.
Tyson got some crazy ass.
Nigga name wasn't Jaleel White. That's Michael Jai White.
Right. Michael Jai White. Right. Jaleel White is Urkel and shit.
Urkel, bro.
Right. So Michael J. White and shit. Mike Tyson is number one on the Fab Five. Let's throw out some honorable mentions, man. Muhammad Ali was on my list as honorable mentions. Penny Hardaway.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair was on my honorable mention.
Charles Barkley, Marshawn Lynch, John Madden, Adrian Broner,
Hogan,
The Rock.
Nah.
Yeah, I had Hogan on my shit. Shannon Sharp, Magic Johnson.
Ron Artest or Metal World.
I got Ron Artest on my honorable mentions. I got Ron Artest. Michael Jordan.
T.O. Michael Jordan, really? I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna put
he was polarizing.
You put Dwight Howard.
Hold on. DQ, You just try to argue Michael Jordan. You said Arenas, nigga.
Right.
As your
was
number
only
one.
on this list of personality.
Yo,
Most personality.
I can't agree with him, bro.
Yo, Drew, when y'all box, Drew, I got my money on you.
Yo, but for real though, how y'all gonna knock him for say Gilbert Arenas? The dude has the whole podcast, bro.
Yeah, but Gilbert Arenas, and when he was Gilbert Arenas, he was Agent Zero. He was just a great scorer, a great player. He wasn't like Gilbert Arenas, the personality.
No, he was still like that the entire time.
Yo, hold on. So you know how we could say The Rock, we could say a quote from The Rock, we could say a quote from Deion Sanders, we could say a quote from Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Give me a Gilbert quote.
Besides just being fucking goofy.
That's not the that wasn't the fucking question. You said sports personalities.
Yeah, and you picked Gilbert Arenas and Drew picked Drake.
Because he's
I'm based on my answer. Why I picked Gilbert's based on him bullying fucking Swaggy P, him being the coach of
Swaggy P would have been a good answer.
And this person off court. The question was sports personality.
Yeah,
catchphrases.
Honestly, Swaggy P would have been a better than Agent Zero.
Y'all hating on
Gilbert Arenas is funny as shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not saying he's not. Nobody's saying he's not.
What you saying? What he's saying? In
we talking about polarizing.
You could have said Lamar Odom, and that would have worked in your argument. A funny nigga on a podcast.
Again,
all
I'm saying is even comparing your list, comparing to your list, Gilbert Arenas is not a bigger personality.
What's the question?
People on your list. Biggest personality or character
in sports?
In sports,
you said biggest sports personalities. That's just you told me the first time. Now I asked you
personality and characters. Like, do you not see the Rock?
Do you not see the Rock? Technically, the Rock's not like that in real life,
bro.
Stone Cold isn't like that. His character in real life.
Yo, you so literal, boy. Like. You want me to? Then in that case, we fucking pick somebody who think they funny and the fucking like whoever makes the best jokes. And
when you say sports personality as a comedian, I'm thinking a person who is funny on or off court. That's what I mean.
When you say character and personality based on what we've done before, did you not pay attention to we did the NFL one?
You said personality.
Personalities, characters. In sports, these are people that polarize.
You didn't say for a character too. Personality.
Yeah, bro. He being super literal and shit. And again,
that's the question. If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer the question.
But I said, how you get personality? But how you get it right with everybody but your number one?
Oh my God.
I'm thinking about now in the current. That's why all my other ones are older people from current. That's what I'm thinking.
Right, because they characters not only on the court, but they recognizable figures. We know what they say. We know how they are. They personality shines. They're bigger than like sports. Like they not just like a funny nigga.
At the end of the day, whatever number was, that wasn't what the question was. End of story.
So you the only one. You the only one that got it wrong though. And well, sorry, you and Drew, because y'all some dumbasses. We moving on. That was 5-5. The dumbest. I'm saying y'all niggas never get it right. Y'all dumb. My bad. Y'all niggas never get it right. Y'all don't ask questions. Y'all don't do shit.
Y'all asked some fucking questions before we did this.
Whenever I put out the fucking the rundown, I ask questions and concerns. Questions and concerns. If y'all don't understand it, that's y'all time to ask. Whenever we get to the pod, y'all dumbass get it wrong.
Let's go to the next
but
one.
That's 5-5. We moving on to Marquee Misses. We moving on to Marquee Misses. Drew with the Beijing in his hair. Let's move on. We moving on to Marquee Misses. You and Drake. You dumb motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up. I asked y'all niggas.
Marquee Miss. You stupid motherfucker. You gonna say all the personalities in sports, you gonna say some fucking Drake. I swear on my life, boy. I'll punch you in your face.
Shut up.
Moving on. Marquee
Yo,
Miss.
we gotta send this one to
Marquee Miss. I told Ed this was gonna be a good episode. So Yes, Eddie, this is a good episode because these niggas is idiots.
No,
Marquee
you're a fucking
Miss.
idiot, my nigga.
Marquee Miss. Let's
Come
move
bro.
on. This is Drew. Drew,
Okay,
you
that
want
was
to
my
shoot
bad.
him?
I did.
You want to shoot him?
I did
Drew,
read
you
the
want
thing
to
wrong.
shoot
My
him?
bad.
You want to
That
shoot
was my
him?
bad. I did read the thing wrong. My bad. I read the shit
So,
wrong. When I
it's
read
over.
it, I just read.
Man,
I read
I
this
don't
part.
care about none of that shit. We moving on. We move. I ain't even talking to you.
That was talking to DQ. This ain't Drew's going
I ain't even talking to you. I'm not even talking to you, Drew.
He's talking.
I'm not even talking to you, Drew.
Yeah, this is
It's okay. We moving on. We moving on. It's all right. We done. We moving on, Drew. We moving on. Drew, I love y'all. It's all good. We moving on. Marquee Misses, Drew segment where we pick our top slap-on game or miss for the week in sports. Drew, kick us off.
The Athletics versus the Astros. Let's go with my Marquee Miss. Now get on with somebody else.
Bro, don't rush me. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. I'm gonna move on, but don't rush me. Don't
move
rush
on.
Me, all right? Stop talking. Let me move on. All right.
Yo,
DQ.
Drew, put him in timeout.
I'm going with Friday's game, July 9th. The Liberty versus Fever, because I really want to see the Liberty make the WNBA finals this year.
Copy. Cap. Marquee Miss.
The same as last week because I didn't know if I was gonna be on this week. Connor fighting Dustin Poirier.
Copy.
Saturday.
Copy. I thought that happened last Saturday.
They fight this Saturday, right? Connor.
Yeah, that's
okay. Johnny, Marquee Miss.
My Marquee Miss is a rivalry. I grew up on watching baseball back in the good days of baseball. You know, Sammy Sosa versus Mark McGwire. I'm gonna go Cubs, Cardinals, 3-game set.
Copy. Johnny. I'm sorry, Kev. Marquee Miss.
So I was just looking at Thursday, but I like the matchup regardless. So it's Philly Cubs, actually.
Okay.
So
I thought you was gonna say the verses. I thought you was gonna say a verses or something.
All right, Marquee Miss, sticking to what I do.
I feel like I'm on it tomorrow. Shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna be that hot.
I'm going to Vegas again. Got the WNBA Aces versus Minnesota Lynx. You know my girl.
Cambridge versus Lynx.
Cambridge. We had to make sure it's Cambridge.
Cap for correcting everyone.
Yeah, we want her
Cap, letting us know.
We want her to be on the pod.
Yeah, nothing. I'll show y'all.
Yeah, people do take that shit serious when you mispronounce their name. So
yeah, they do.
Yeah, because I know y'all seen the story with Killer Cam when he said they was calling Lawrence Fishburne Larry.
All right. Yeah.
No, that's still funny as hell. Oh my god.
That's top 5.
Larry.
He's like, yo, Larry. He's like, after a while, he's getting like Cam got tight with him. He's like, yo, you know what? Suck
my dick, man.
No, I just sent y'all something. Oh yeah. On Instagram. For the Las Vegas Aces, Miss Cambridge. Miss Cambridge, thank you. Yeah.
Yo, my man. Definitely be honest.
So Las Vegas Aces versus the Minnesota Lynx is my Marquee Miss for Friday. Last, we're gonna get into when you hear this. Now, this is our bold prediction for the week. Again, we shoot on Tuesday, air on Thursday. So before our next episode, this prediction should pass. It should come to fruition. The last episode, I was the only one who got my prediction right. I said that the conference finals will be over with the Bucks winning, and they did. So I'm the only one that got it right last week. Let's see how it works this week. With when you hear this, Kev, kick us off when you hear this.
Well, technically, your prediction was going to be right regardless.
No, it wouldn't, because if Atlanta would have won, it would have went to Monday.
No,
if Atlanta would have won, it would have went to Monday. I said it would be over by the weekend.
Okay.
That's my prediction was the.
So I was looking at that. I was like, man, I had the easy prediction.
No, I purpose.
If they won the last 2 games, they would have won. If they won the last 2 games, they would have been.
Well, again, if they would have, that's why I said it will be over by the weekend. Specifically said because
that was right.
If Atlanta would have won, it would have went on to the Monday, and I would have been wrong. So, Kev, when you hear this?
When you hear this, the Yankees would have swept the Seattle Mariners.
That's actually, yeah.
Ain't the Mariners trash?
That's why he's gonna be
What the
correct.
fuck are we talking about? We talking about my bold prediction or what the fuck?
You got it, Kev. All right, Drew, when you hear this.
50-point game from Devin Booker, so next
50
next 2 games. 50-point game.
50 point for Devin Booker.
50
All
points
right.
for Devin Booker.
DQ.
I'm gonna go a little bit bold on this one. I'm going to go with you're going to see Chris Paul catch an open lane dunk during the finals.
Open lane dunk.
Okay.
Oop, we talking about oop or just
the oop.
I'm gonna go just straight by myself. No oop.
Okay. So
open lane driving.
Right, he going.
Yeah.
Okay, copy. Open lane dunk by CP3. All right, Johnny.
My goal prediction also has to be with Chris Paul. We're gonna get a 40 piece from Chris Paul.
Almost did.
40 piece from CP3. Cap.
When you hear this, OSA edition, Alyssa will be pregnant by Eddie Hurtado.
All right, so now I got
high shit.
All right, so now I gotta go get a picture of Eddie and Alyssa off their page and shit, and then I gotta edit it and put a belly on. I gotta go put a belly on Alyssa and shit.
Put my face in the belly.
Copy. All right. When you hear this, by Sunday, Suns will be up 3-0. I said they was gonna win the 7. I didn't want to give away my when you hear this. I don't believe they're gonna win the 7. I think it's gonna be a sweep. And by Sunday, they will be up 3-0. Suns up 3-0. Suns in 4. 3-0. 3-0 by Sunday. So I'm being very specific. 3-0 by Sunday. That's when they got a game on Thursday or Friday, and then they got a game on Sunday.
Is it game 2 should be Thursday, Friday, and then
right game, and then game 3 is Sunday.
Because the final schedule always used to be is Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
So yeah,
only days that begin with T's. Tonight, tomorrow.
Suns 3-0 by Sunday, and that is our episode 12 overall, episode 62. A great episode, Eddie. I told you. This was gonna be a good one.
Episode got hot for you.
This was a good episode.
Get ready for the OSA Olympics.
Get ready for the OSA Olympics. At the end of the day, I still love y'all niggas, even though y'all be blowing me sometimes. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Drake. Thank you for watching. That might be the name of this episode, Drake. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. All that good shit. Thank you to our reliever, Mariano Decap, for stepping in for Eddie Hurtado, who hopefully will be back next week. But no rush, Eddie, man. You just got married. Enjoy your wife. Enjoy your time with your wife. Congratulations again.
Congratulations.
To our brother Eddie Hurtado.
Yo,
Eddie Hurtado and getting married.
I thought we was doing another shot for the homie.
Should we do another shot?
Should we do another shot? I'm game.
We're gonna do another shot in the intro, but Johnny looking like y'all niggas tripping. But thank you again for listening, watching, sharing. Make sure you like all that good shit. Brought to you by MC. Brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by MC. Got the crew here, like always. These niggas be annoying.
You be annoying, bro.
But like always. What did you say?
We out! Look, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on thin ice, and my ice skates been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch, but I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah, hoping you get my plight. 24 hours in a day. Goofy ass niggas might die by night. Stand clear, hands in the air, I know my rights.